Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. Today this is my part 2 of algebra, where I'll be talking about equations. If you subscribe to my channel already, you must have seen it, and if you haven't, please do go watch it. It's really helpful and I'm sure you're gonna like it. So welcome to part 2. Part 2 is algebra, but basically more about equations. Before I dive deeper into equations, I would like to explain to you the difference between expression and equation once more. So, an algebraic expression does not have the equal sign, while an algebraic equation does have the equal sign. Okay, and it has two sides. It has constants, variables, and coefficients on both sides. Okay, and expressions could only be simplified, but equations can be solved. You can actually find the value of variables like x and y, right? So, without wasting time, let's dive in. 5x minus 3. Before I teach you how to solve for x and solve for other variables, you need to know what the variables are. So, alphabets such as x are called variables, right? Numbers that do not have variables with them are called constants. And the numbers that are multiplied to the variables like 5x, okay, the number before the variable is called a coefficient. So these are the parts of an expression, and when an equal sign is added to it, the equal sign causes it to become an equation, and there must be something on this side as well. For example, let's say 5, right? So now we have an algebraic equation right here with us, and it's well labeled for you to know that when I say a word, you can know what I mean, right? Now, let's look at one example of how to solve for variables, and I'm sure you'll be able to do it after watching this. So, x over 5 plus 7 is equal to negative 3, okay? To solve this, you need to take the like terms to one side, okay? You need to collect the like terms. By what I mean by like terms is all similar variables should be on one side of the equal sign and all constants should be on the other side of the equal sign, right? So for example, as I told you before, this is a constant, this is a constant, but this is a variable with a coefficient, right? So first you take all the constants to one side. To do that, you need to take 7 here. When you move a number from one side to the other side of the equal sign, plus becomes minus, minus becomes plus. For example, it's x over 5 plus 7 is equal to negative 3. But when you take plus 7 to the right hand side, it will become x over 5 is equal to negative 3 minus 7. You see, it was positive, but when you shifted it to the right hand side, it became negative. So that's something really important for you to know, that whenever you're taking a constant from one side to the other side, it changes its sign, okay? Then you can solve this further by doing x over 5 is equal to negative 10. Do you know how to do this? If you don't know, you should watch the integers video on my channel, and I'm sure it will help you do this very easily. Okay, so now you have x over 5 is equal to negative 10. But then you don't want x over 5, you just want x on one side. All numbers, all constants should be on the other side. X should be left alone. How can you do that right here? So, since this is divide, to cancel it out, you need to multiply both sides by the denominator. So it's gonna cancel out, okay? And then you're left with x is equal to negative 50, right? So now you have the value of x and you've solved for it. I'm going to our next example, which is negative 4x plus 7 is equal to 15. I'm sure I don't need to help you with it because after looking at the first example, I'm sure you can easily do this. So pause the video, take your time, and come back to look for the answer. Okay, welcome back, guys. I'm sure you've solved it already. Now let's check if you're right. So negative 4x. Take the like terms, take the constants to one side. So 15. Positive 7 becomes negative 7. 15 minus 7. So you get 8. Negative 4x is equal to 8. Because we want x to be alone, we divide both sides by negative 4, right? So negative 4 cancels out. You get x is equal to negative 2. There's your answer right there. Is that what you got? If you did, great, guys. You're doing a really good job. And if you didn't, don't worry. We still have more examples for you to master the lesson. Why not, guys? Okay, one thing that I need to just, mention so you're not confused anytime you face or you see a different variable. It's not a must that the variables in algebraic equations are x. They're usually x, but you can also encounter a question like this. 6m plus 15 is equal to 3m plus 8. So this question is no different from the ones we did before. It's completely same. It's just that the variable is different. It's still an algebraic equation. It still has coefficients, variables, and constants. The only difference is that instead of x, we have m. Do not get nervous. You can do it. It's the same thing as you did before. Okay? 6m. Collect the like terms as I said before. So the like terms here are 6m and m. 3m, right? And constants are 15 and 8. So to bring them to the same side, let's bring m to the left side and the constants to the right side, okay? To do that, we had 6m already. To bring positive 3m to this side, we must make it negative. Now we have 8. To take 15 to this side, positive 15 will become negative 15. Look at the signs, guys. Look at them. Not miss them. Positive becomes negative. Negative becomes positive. Really important. You should remember. Okay? So 6m minus 3m. That's really easy. We've done it so many times before. You get 3m. You just subtract 6 minus 3 and you get 3 and the m stays right there. It's equal to 8 minus 15. If you've watched my integers video, you must be knowing the answer here is negative 7. But we are not done yet. We don't want 3m, we want the value of m, right? So you must divide by 3 on both sides to get the value of m. Cancels out. M is equal to negative 7 over 3. That's your answer right there. If your teacher wants it in decimal form, you can easily do that. And if they want it as fraction, you're doing great then. That's your answer. Okay. Finally, I have some questions for you to do on your own. And if you have any problem with them, you can write down on the comment section below. So here we go. 25y minus 3 over 2 is equal to 7. Okay? 1 minus 6x is equal to 2. 4 plus 5x. Remember to distribute the number that is outside the bracket by multiplying it to both the terms inside. And here, don't get nervous. You just need to divide, instead of subtracting and adding first, you'll have to multiply first. In fact, I think I'll just teach them to you so you have more examples on your hand and you can easily get questions on Google, so I'll better explain them, right? So for this question right here, the first thing you need to do is, because it's divide, to cancel it out, you need to multiply on both sides with the denominator. You're gonna get, this will cancel out, so you're gonna get 25y minus 3 is equal to 14. Collect the like terms on one side, take this constant on the other side. Since it's negative, it's gonna become positive. So 25y is equal to 14 plus 3. Plus 3 plus 3, remember that? So 25y is equal to 17. Oh, don't tell me you do not. know that. It's pretty obvious, right? We've seen this so many times. You're an expert by now. You divide both sides by 25. Y is equal to 17 over 25, and that's your answer right there. Perfect. And for this one, it looks really confusing, right? Oh man, I don't even feel like doing it. Some of you must be thinking, but no, guys, it's really easy. Just look at it. 1 minus 6x stays the same. Distribute 2 to both the terms within the brackets by multiplying it. So 2 times 4 is 8 plus 2 times 5x, that is 10x, right? Isn't it simple? Now you can just solve it like the other questions that we did. Collect the like terms on one side. For doing that, you need to take, you take 8 right here and negative 6 right here. So 1, because 8 was positive on the right hand side, when it comes to the left hand side, it will become negative, is equal to 10x. Since 6 was negative, it will become positive 6x. And now you have negative 7 is equal to 16x. Oh man, once again the same thing. Let's take it right here, okay? Negative 7 is equal to 16x. You divide 16 on both sides, and now you have your answer right here. That is, x is equal to 7 over 16. Okay, I'm kind of really messy. You can see that now. But then that doesn't matter. You can see the work, right? If you can see the work, you like the video, you found it helpful, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to get more content. Bye guys. Have a good day.